Hey guys, Jeff Manchester here. Today, this video is going to be about not a plugin or a sample library or a mixing tip or technique. It's going to be about failure, which I think is way more important. I should have made this video a long time ago, but frankly, I never thought this channel would really take off the way it did. You guys are making me a part of your lives, and I really appreciate that. So, I want to talk about really embracing failure, because I know a lot of you guys are constantly auditioning for people. You know, you're asking someone to send you stems so you can remix it, or you're offering to sit in on a session because maybe you can help and learn, and you're thinking about maybe leaving one job that you have. It's a comfortable job that your family is sort of opened up for you, but you want to go and do music instead, and you're worried about failing. Well, let me tell you, failure is very important, because what failure does, and what it's done for me, and what I think it can do for you, is it introduces you to a moment that you never, ever want to experience again. You kind of get scared into becoming a better person. And if you're doing music, you get scared into becoming a better musician, a better audio engineer, a better mastering engineer, a better anything. When someone closes the door on you, or when you send off some work and they don't even respond to you and you've failed, you never want to feel like that again. So you're, I think, forever changed by that moment in a really significant way, in a way that helps you grow as a person. If everything you're doing is met with a high five and everything, chances are you're a genius and you should continue doing what you're doing, or you're working with people that are either afraid to tell you what they really think, or they don't quite know what good is, and so you'll never grow. But when you fail, when you truly fail, then you're introduced to a situation that is so pulverizing and awful that you never want to find yourself there again. I was composing once for someone. This is a few years back when I had just started, and I put an ad out and someone responded to it, and I overcharged. I didn't know, but I was a little desperate. I was in between apartments. I overcharged them, and I worked pretty hard on it, but I didn't really listen to what they wanted me to do. And I sort of rejigged things in a way that I thought sounded better than what they wanted, and I was kind of like, I know better, whatever. And I remember sending it off, and at one point they just kind of stopped responding to me. And then they invited me finally to the showing, and it was really embarrassing, because out of formality, I had to sit there and they had to, offer me little snacks and stuff with everyone that had worked on the movie. We all had to watch the film, and I could tell it wasn't good, because one thing you learn when you do music is that you can sit here in your DAW in your room for 40 plus hours and it sounds amazing. If you bring someone else into your studio and you listen to the same thing you've been hearing for 40 plus hours, you hear it differently. And I heard it differently that day. I heard it for what it was, which was undercooked. And I learned from that failure to never overprice my work, to listen to the client, truly listen to the client, and work with them until it was finally done. Now, I know these things kind of sound like no-brainers, but let me tell you, in the audio engineering world, a lot of audio engineers out there, there's a kind of, I don't want to say disparaging things about audio engineers in general, but we're very snobby, and we think we know what's best. We think we have the right answer. Maybe we do, but we have to submit and concede sometimes and go for what the client wants, because we are at their mercy. We're working for them. They are our clients. And sometimes it takes failure, tremendous failure, to really bring about introspection and change within you. And you can't do that unless you truly screw up. So what I want to say to you guys that are thinking about switching your careers, or you've been dying to sort of email that band and sit in on one of their sessions or track with them or whatever, do it. And if you fail, but you're going to grow leaps and bounds. You're going to become a better person, a better audio engineer, a better whatever you are. It's going to be 1,000 times better than not doing it at all. It's going to be 1,000 times better to fail than to not fail, because you will be introduced to that truly terrifying moment when you screwed up and everyone knows that they could have gotten better from someone else. I know it sounds weird, but it's true, and change is good. You have to keep learning. Eric Clapton is still learning to play the guitar. Dave Pensado is still learning. The people who you want to learn from that are doing really well, they're the people who will admit that they are constantly learning, constantly failing, and trying to do better. So please embrace failure. Thanks very much.